Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Ooh, what is up with my earrings? That's better. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel. I am a mom and a makeup lover, and today I filmed this really pretty pink with a pop of gold halo eye and a nude lip. It is 100% affordable and drugstore. It features these two Wet n Wild palettes. This one is the Rosé and the Air palette, and then this one is the Flock Party palette from their Flight So Fancy collection, which you could still get actually. So yeah, it features these two palettes. It's a very simple look. It's very easy to accomplish, and it's really beginner friendly if you've never done a halo before, because I get really messy with the color, and then I use the concealer to really carve it out, and I even use the actual concealer wand to carve it out. So yeah, it's really beginner friendly. So if you do want to see how I accomplish this look, then just keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. Follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page, and add me on Snapchat. Feel free to message me and talk to me at any time. So yeah, like I said, if you do want to see how I get this look, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's up? So to start off, I have already filled in my brows, applied some concealer to my lids, and used a band-aid for a straight edge. For the first palette I'm going to go into is the Wet n Wild Rosé and the Air palette. I'm going to be going into this bright pink shade. I'm going to take a pencil brush, and I'm going to pack this color on the outer and inner corners of my eyes. I'm going to be taking the color a little bit above my crease, and I'm going to build the intensity of this color up a lot, which is going to help me with blending later, and also just help me to have a nice intense eye look. So yeah, you can see me building this color up quite a bit. I'm dipping back into the palette a few times, and I'm taking it on my inner corner as well as my outer corner. Next, I'm going to grab a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm going to go in with that mauve shade right above the first shade. And I'm going to blend out in between the shades. I am going to use a little bit of the first shade on that brush too, just to help my blending. And I'm adding more color until I get the intensity that I want, and I'm blending it out. It's going to take you a while to build up these shadows because that mauve shade is very mild, at least on my skin tone. If you're lighter, it might be easier. I'm taking a big fluffy brush with no product on it, and I'm just blending out the edge of my eyes so that I won't have any harsh lines. And also, I tend to take my eyeshadows up too high, so this helps me not have crazy brow bone. I am taking more of that first color on that same first brush we used, and I'm popping it on the inner and outer corner of my eye. This look involves a lot of packing on color, blending it out, packing on more color, blending it out, and then packing it on again, which might seem complicated to some people, but it's easy. Next, I'm going into the Flock Party palette, and I'm grabbing that pink shade on an e.l.f. Studio C brush, and I'm wetting it a little bit, and I'm going to pack it in the same exact place that I packed on that first shade. It's very similar to the first shade. I really think it's just the metallic version, and that's why I laid down that first shade there, so that I could have more intensity. So I'm packing on this color in the same spots, and then I'm taking the fluffy brush and I'm blending out in between, and the pencil brush I'm blending out as well. Like I said, it's a lot of blending, but it's definitely worth it in the end. So I'm packing the color on to the inner and outer corners of my eye, and I'm building up the intensity of all these colors a lot because I want a really intense eye look. Just blending again. And you can see me switch between all the brushes I'm using and blend. Next, I'm going in with this deep brown shade from the Rosé and the Air palette, and this step is kind of weird because it's like it does something but it doesn't. I'm packing it on the inner and outer edge, and I'm literally going to cover it up with that metallic shade from the Flock Party palette right after, but I feel like adding the brown helps it to just deepen it up, so that's why I do that step. You could skip it if you feel like it's not necessary. Next, I'm going in with the Photo Focus Concealer, and I'm going to start to carve out my halo. So first I apply a little bit of concealer to the base of my eye, and then I look upwards just so I know where to stop my halo eye, just to know sort of where my eye fold transfers, and it's going to be above your crease, but it's going to make sure that you can see the halo with your eyes open and also that the color doesn't transfer and make the halo look messy. This is a good tip for cut creases as well. And I'm taking a concealer brush and I'm pressing it on top afterwards just to get any of the extra concealer and make sure that I don't have creasing later. I'm using the concealer wand to carve out my cut crease halo, but you definitely could use a small definer brush if you want to. I'm just somehow better with the concealer brush. Now I'm grabbing that gold shade from the Flock Party palette on a e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm wetting it. I wet all my shimmers, guys, no matter how much they perform without being wet. I wet them just because I love them. I love metallic foiled shimmers, especially when they're wet. So I'm going to be packing that color onto the center of my lid, right where I applied that concealer. And I'm going to be using a few layers of this and building up the intensity of it as well. And I'm actually going back in with that same color and a small definer brush, and I'm blending out the edges so that we have like a seamless transition, because even though it's a halo eye, you want it to look blended at the same time, so you want to look like it fades into the next color. And I'm blending out the crease again, and then I'm gonna add more of the sparkly shimmery pink shade on the first brush I used for it, that e.l.f. Studio C brush. And I'm going to blend again just to give back any intensity that we lost and to make sure we have a seamless look. And I'm going to say build intensity and seamless look about 800 times in this video, because this look involves me blending and re-intensifying colors about 800 times. Next, I'm going to take that gold shimmery color on a tiny brush and I'm going to pack it right in the center. I'm not going to take it as far out as I took it the first time. I'm really going to focus it on the center, just so that gold shade is really intense in the center. And I'm packing on some more of that pink because I lost the intensity. Now I'm going to go in with that color from the Flock Party palette. It's like a shimmer but a matte at the same time, and I really don't like brow bone highlights, but I needed something to help tone down my shadows because, like I said, I always take them up too high, so that's what I use that for. I'm removing the tape and I'm going to grab a makeup wipe and I'm just going to clean up my eyes. There's not a lot of fallout, but I really have to clean up like my tear duct area and next to my nose, because I tend to get crazy with my shadows, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, and I took a Coke break. Next, I'm going to go in with some liquid liner from Essence, and I'm going to just draw a line across my lash line. I'm not going to do a wing. Not this video, guys. I'll give you a wing soon, though. And then I'm going to grab just an angled brush. This one's also by e.l.f. Most of my brushes are pretty affordable. I've never bought a high-end brush. So yeah, I'm just going over that line to make sure it is solid. Now I'm going to go in and moisturize my skin with a mix of the Model Zone Glow Forward Illuminating Drops and the Clean and Clear Gel Moisturizer and a little bit of facial spray, guys. I'm going to use facial spray like 7 times in this video because I'm really big on hydration. I have oily skin, but my oils tend to act out when they're not hydrated enough. I don't know if that makes sense. Like if I do too much drying to my face, it comes back with a vengeance and over oils me. So the key to having my face stay nice and decent is to not over oil it. So I'm going to go in with the Me Matte and Poreless. It's in 335 Classic Tan. I'm taking it on the back of a brush and I'm applying it to my face that way. It doesn't have a pump, so there's no like ideal way to apply it. You could use a spatula, you could pour it on your hand, you can pour it directly on the beauty blender. This is the way I choose to apply it. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal sponge, spray it with some facial spray, and I'm going to start blending this into my face. I'm going to blend it on my ears, I'm going to blend it behind my neck, and I'm going to blend it into my hairline as well, just so that it looks very seamless. Blending is key when it comes to makeup, guys. I spend so much time blending everything. I spend forever blending my eyeshadow, my foundation, my concealer, everything. I'm adding a little bit more coverage to my cheeks, by the way. I just put the product directly on my sponge this time because I have freckles, and if I don't put extra product on my cheeks, it looks like I'm not wearing anything. Okay, so I am cleaning off the foundation off my lips because it's a pet peeve of mine. Like, if I watch YouTube videos and you have foundation on your lips, I just want to wipe it off myself. And next, I'm going to go in with the NYX HD Concealer and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. The Photo Focus Concealer is in the shade Medium Tan, and the Wet n Wild Concealer is in the yellow shade. And I'm going to be applying those to all my highlighted areas, my chin, forehead, under eyes, nose. And I'm letting it dry a little bit. This is a tip I got from Jackie Ina here on YouTube. She lets her concealer dry so it's more full coverage. And it changed the game for me, y'all. So I'm taking that L'Oreal sponge and I'm blending all of that out. And I'm saving my under eye for last because I really want the coverage to be there. Because I'm a mom, so I don't get a lot of sleep. So the dark circles are real. And I need to cover them up. And I'm gonna spray my face because, like I said, I need the moisture. Now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. cream gel eyeliner in black, and I'm gonna do my tight line and my waterline. I get really close to the mirror for this step, so it was such a mission to keep this on camera, but I managed to do it. Yay for me. My space buns, every time I see how uneven they are, I'm like, oh my god, why? But anyway, I'm gonna go through and comb out my brows with some brow mascara. This one is like some brow mascara I got off Wish. I don't even know what it's called. I can't even find it. So yeah, this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in medium deep, and I'm gonna use it to bake my face. Well, not bake, more like set. It's like in between baking and setting. But yeah, I use a color that's pretty close to my skin tone because I don't like to be super highlighted. I don't know, that look just doesn't work for me. And that's my baking dance. And then I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques, I think it's one of their Bowls metal brushes. It's supposed to be a contour brush, but I love it for removing baking because it's so dense and small. And I'm gonna spray my face again. And I'm gonna use the L'Oreal sponge to just buff all of it in and dry my face with the mirror like a savage. Just waving it around. Now I'm going to work on my lower lash line. I'm going to take a pencil brush from Eco Tools, and I'm going to go into that very first shade I used from the Rosé and the Air palette, the pink one, and I'm going to buff it into my lower lash line. And then I'm going to use the same brush and that second mauve shade from the Rosé and the Air palette to blend out my lower lash line. I didn't take any of the shimmers down to my lower lash line just because I didn't want to distract from the beautiful shimmery lid, because basically everything on the lid was shimmery at the end of this look, even though I did lay down some mattes. I'm going in with the Lash Paradise mascara and the Falsies mascara by Essence / L'Oreal, and I'm gonna apply about 7 billion coats of mascara to my lashes. Okay, not that much, but I'm gonna apply a lot of mascara because I have no idea how to apply false lashes. I have tried. I have watched tutorial after tutorial. I have went out and bought every kind of false lash you could find, and every time I try to put them on, I fail miserably, mess up my whole eye look, end up with a watery eye, glue them on inside out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not for me. So I just apply lots and lots of mascara to make up for the fact that I don't know how to do falsies, and I use such dramatic looks that I kind of need dramatic eyelashes or it looks weird. So yeah, you can see me layer on, switch back and forth between products, layer on, switch back and forth. But it's worth it in the end because I have eyelashes afterwards and I don't have to struggle with falsies and frustrate myself. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Fit Me powder. This is in Mocha 360. And I'm going to use this to contour / bronze my face. It's not cool, but it's not warm, so I can kind of get away with using it for both. This is a angled brush from Eco Tools, and I'm using this to contour my cheeks, my forehead, and my nose. I'm just going to pinch the brush and do like a sloppy nose contour. And then I'm going to go in with a small e.l.f. brush. I don't remember the name of this one, but it's like a powder brush that's really tiny and really contour. Then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation powder and a big fluffy Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to blend this over my whole face so that my makeup looks very blended and seamless, because your girl likes to be blended. And I'm going to spray my face for the 87th time. And I'm literally going to take a bath in this setting spray and spend 10 minutes fanning my face to dry it. This is the best feeling ever, by the way, when you spray your face and then you fan it and the cold air just hits the setting spray. It's like you're getting woken up. If you ever do your makeup in the morning, do this. Now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I'm going to be mixing the e.l.f. Apricot Glow highlighter. That's a baked highlighter. They're really great, but you have to scrape off the top layer if you want any product to come off. And the Wet n Wild Precious Petal highlighters, everybody knows how great those are. If you don't, that's $4 of your life you need to invest in. And I'm highlighting my cheekbones, nose, forehead, and chin, and I'm going to blend it out with my L'Oreal sponge because I like my highlighter to look like it's within my skin and not on top. Like, I like to be super highlighted, but I also want it to look semi-natural. And I'm cleaning off my lips again, and I'm going in with the Milani lipstick. This is in Matte Beauty, and I'm taking it on a lip brush because I broke mine and I can't actually like apply it to my lips any other way. Also, I suck at applying lipstick anyway, so the lip brush helps. This is an e.l.f. lip brush, by the way. And in case you guys didn't know, I was going to spray my face again. I really wasn't kidding. I spray my face like 12 times. So yeah, guys, this would be the completed look. I'm just letting my face dry a bit. So yeah, this is the completed look. It's very pretty for a night out. It's very summery as well. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. These are all my social media handles right here. This is my Instagram, Snapchat, and my Facebook page, so give them all a follow and like. Bye, guys.